So I want to ask you a question, and I need you to give me your honest answer. And this question is something that a lot of us can relate to. So the question is, if I were to gift you something like a diamond necklace, an expensive diamond necklace that costs about thousands of dollars or a million or even $1 billion. Let's think big. A diamond necklace that costs a million, a billion, or thousands of dollars. Where are you gonna keep this jewelry? Are you gonna keep it in your living room so that anyone that comes into your home sees it right away and praises you and tells you how beautiful it is? Are you gonna wear it to every event? Or are you gonna put it in a safe place that's so safe that even you might forget that it is there? I think the answer is quite obvious. Since we think it's valuable, we're not gonna keep it in a place where it is easily seen. Why? Because we understand that humans get jealous for things that they don't have. And if you keep it carelessly, you're gonna lose it, or it will be destroyed, or something. They might even give it the evil eye. Even people you love, when they see you have something valuable that they don't have, they will, be jealous. In the beginning, they're gonna be jealous at first. It's a normal reaction. When you have something of value, you don't keep it where people can see it and take it away from you because you're scared of losing it, so you guard it very well. Why is it that it's easy for us to guard things that are inanimate? Our cars, our houses, our phones. We guard all of these things. But when it comes to ourselves, which is the most valuable thing that we have, us, we let people in easily. We give people access to us. You need to be careful with the information that you give to people. Even the people you love. You need to be very stingy with your words. You need to be very stingy with your words. Because people will steal your idea. If people know too much about you, you're in danger. You need to change that behavior. You need to safeguard your words. You need to save your words for only when they're necessary. You don't need to be giving your words to people. You don't have to argue with everybody that tries to get you to say something. You don't have to scream at anyone. You need to be stingy with your words. You need to not talk too much. You need to put a balance. You need to know who you're speaking to, what you're saying. You need to have control of what is coming out of your mouth at every given time. Because if you drop too much, you will lose a lot. You will lose a lot. And people will know you for someone who's you're transparent. It's not good. They will not have respect for you if you're transparent. People will not respect you. You're transparent, and you become easy to manipulate because now you've given them the cheat code to manipulating you, because now they know you. They know you because you've showed them every part of yourself, and it will be used against you. You might think that everybody thinks like you and be optimistic, but one way or another you're gonna learn. And if you want to continue living like that, you will relearn until you change that behavior of saying too much and speaking too much. And you don't want to wait till when you're completely broken before you make this a habit. You don't want to wait. You want to start minimizing how you speak. Only speak when you're spoken to. Only answer the questions that people ask you. Only give answers to what you are asked. Don't overdo yourself. Be as stingy as possible with your words. Be stingy. There are times where you can get into safe spaces and talk about things, but when it comes to the real things, your goals, your dreams, your plans, you need to be stingy with it. The one person that you can tell and remind of your goals and dreams is you. And you can do that in so many ways. You can record yourself talking to you. You can stand in a mirror and do some shadow work. You can put it in a journal. If you have to talk, get yourself a journal, get yourself a diary, get yourself something that will hinder you. Every time you want to pick up the phone and tell everybody what's going on, the negative parts of your life, you pick up your journal instead and you write it down. You record it. You don't want people to know your weaknesses, know your strengths, and know how to prepare for you. You will be sabotaged. People will sacrifice you to get something for themselves if they have to. There's so many stories of people whose ideas have been stolen by friends and people that they trusted. Just because they said too much. And, they don't get credit for all of this. And sometimes people give you the evil eye. That's why when you see people in happy relationships, they're very, very private. They don't say too much about their relationship. They don't want to show everybody that they're in a relationship. It's just between them. It is hard to develop the habit of keeping quiet and not saying too much and knowing just how much to say and who to say it to. It is hard, but I believe that with dedication, all of us can get to that level where we become unbothered and have control of our emotions. Because if you talk too much, you will be easily swayed because you've given them every information that they need to sway you. They know your weaknesses. They know what happened to you when you were a child. They know what your ex said to you. They know the kind of fight you had in your relationship. And people who don't even care about you know this much about you. And sometimes some people even come on the internet and they give so many details about their lives. If you want to master the art of saving your word, you need to get something that makes you so busy that you forget to talk. It makes you so busy that by the time you see someone with an ear, you're exhausted. You can't say anything more. You need to be busy that you get bored when you start to talk about yourself, so you don't talk about yourself too much because you're tired. You need to be like that because that's the best way to protect yourself. Nobody should know your next move. If you did achieve something, you can say, oh, I just did this. But if it's something you're about to do, something that is valuable to you, you don't want too many people to know what it is. You need to tell as few people as possible and use as few words as you can. That's the best way to have your... That is one of the ways where people can respect you because they don't know too much about you. And if they need something from you, if they need information from you, they will have to respectfully approach you and request politely. They cannot just talk it out of you. They can't just get it out of you for free. You need to see yourself as the most valuable thing possible. And if you were jewelry, you would hide that jewelry because the jewelry is valuable. You need to hide yourself away from people's eyes so that you don't shine too much, and then they don't feel the need to take your dream away or destroy you. You need to protect yourself by saving your words. In the long run, you're gonna be happy with yourself when even in intense situations when you're pushed, when someone is getting on your last nerve, you're still you. Some people might say, oh, you're boring, you don't talk too much. Just let them be. It's projection. They're projecting on you. When you have control of your emotion, what people think and say it's not going to affect you anyway. Trust me, when you get to that stage of self-love, nothing affects you. You're immune. You don't feel anything anymore. So you don't even have to pretend to not care. You actually do not care. So you don't want to be easily pushed. You want to master it. You want to practice it every day. Get yourself a journal. Write everything down. If something horrible happens to you, write it down in your journal. Or if it's something that you don't want to write, if you're like me and you don't like to write too much, record it. You can have a video record or an audio record. Whatever way you want to express yourself, go ahead. You're going to feel better once you're done assessing the situation on your own. And by the time someone comes to ask what was wrong, what happened, you're going to feel tired. You're not going to feel the need to explain yourself anymore, because it's like you already had a listening ear. Make yourself your own listening ear so that other people don't know too much about you, because in the end, you are the most valuable thing that you have, and you don't want people to have too much access to you. You don't want people to know too much about you. You don't want them to know what you're having for breakfast. You don't want them to know where you're heading to. You just want to protect yourself. You not talking too much is not you being rude, or it's not you being proud. Don't let people make you think that you have to be nice to everybody. You can be nice without saying too much. You can even provide a listening ear, but not talk too much. And if you want to talk, you have that one person that you can trust, or you can spread your little bit of info that you want to share, or maybe you're looking for advice. But when it comes to your big goals, your big dreams, the only people that should know about your dreams and your goals are people who are like mentors, people who have already achieved that, people who can help you get there. But you don't want to tell the whole world what's going on with you. You don't want to tell them what you're planning to do. You want to be as stingy as possible with your words. You need to be the stingiest person. People always assume that the most quiet person in class is, very bright, very nice, and people just, it feels like an honor to be that person's friend, that quiet person's friend. We can relate. You've seen that one person that just keeps to themselves, and people just have this assumption, maybe this person looks cool because they don't talk too much. So we haven't gotten to know them. So we don't know their flaws yet. We don't know what is wrong with them. We don't know if they're weird because they don't talk too much. So we're just using our imagination and putting them on this kind of a pedestal, giving them this respect because we don't know anything about them. So if you wanna say something about them, if you say something to them, you're gonna end up, if you say something horrible, trying to pick a fight with them or trying to be mean, you say something, these quiet girls in class who don't say anything, and then some guy will come and make a funny joke and she doesn't respond. He then looks very, very stupid. He looks and feels stupid. So, just imagine that we're all in school and you are now the quiet person. People don't know you, and for that reason they will create a personality. They will create your personality with their imagination and fall in love with that personality and have this respect for you, thinking you're the most perfect person. They don't know how to destroy you. They know nothing about you. Gatekeep yourself. You can give everything else, but gatekeep yourself. Gatekeep your info. You should protect yourself more than anything else So developing emotional control is not overnight. You need time to nurture it. So just because I'm saying it doesn't mean you can just wake up tomorrow and just start saving your words. If you're talkative, you need time to nurture yourself and control your emotions. But anyway, that's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.